Alright, so Kiyato grows up a regular life, but every night he dreams about being a hero and fighting the Demon King. He also starts hearing strange voices in his head. He finally gets old enough to get a class of magic. Yippee! Yatta! Oh. He's a healer. Like, imagine you're in a world with all types of magic and fighting, and you end up being a support character, walking around like Mercy and shit. Anyways, that strange voice in his head leads him to some naked fairies that give him a spirit eye power and lets him see the status and power of others, as well as giving his memories back. The memories show that he was with a group of heroes fighting the Demon King, which of course happens to be a girl, and he happens to be the hero of healing. But there was a drawback. Every time he healed somebody, he would see all of their experiences, so traumatizing that they could make anybody go insane. So he tries to run away, because he didn't want to use his healing powers, but gets caught and turned into a drug addict to be forced to use his powers. Like, I thought this guy was supposed to be some kind of hero, but he's literally been turned into a dog. Like, look at this shit. This is some sadistic step on me senpai. So this guy becomes a part of the heroes only to become beat up, strangled, and treated like livestock. Back to the present, all of the heroes are badly hurt from fighting the Demon King. The heroes are all asking for his help, but bro's like, nigga, you thought. Fuck you. They acting all confused like they ain't been doing this nigga dirty all this time. Turns out, he gained a drug resistance a year back and he was waiting for the chance to beat the Demon King himself. Now you think he'd be weak, right? Because he's a healer. He's been getting stronger through the experiences of other people. And he has the most broken healing powers I've ever seen. Not only can he heal himself, but he can imitate other people. He can change his flesh into any form. And he can deteriorate things. Hold up, that don't even make sense. What kind of healing destroys things? I've never heard of no backwards ass shit like that. Like, that must be some kind of bug in the patch note, because that needs an instant fix. So he beats the Demon King and gets some Philosopher's Stone from it that can basically do anything. So he decides that he wants to rewind time and shit on all the heroes that did him dirty in the present. Hence the name Redo of Healer. Now with time turned back, he grows up to learn his past, or his prior future you could say, and plots to get his revenge on Flare first. So his first plan is to get so high on shrooms that he built a resistance to drugs, so he can't be controlled again. He gets recruited by Flare and sent to the royal capital to be named the Hero of Recovery. And after he's finally ended his day, a freaking maid comes into his room, strips naked, and basically raped the dude because apparently it makes him stronger. Like, how do you even come up with that? This man was like, yeah, in this show, nut make your ass stronger. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Then he puts all the maids on rotation, like he got these hoes coming in and out all together to use predatory healing to get as much experience as possible before healing the Sword Saint's arm. The time comes and he heals her arm, but he passes out. And after his literal first time healing, Flare was already on that dirty shit. She starts to plot on him so they can control him and enslave him from the jump. This is when Kiyato confirms and begins his revenge. Comment for more, as this next episode is 10 times crazier.